theology and study of the doctrine of last things and life after death. Now from this we go to the etymology of the term eschatology. So dear students, the word eschatology comes from two Greek words, eschata, meaning the last things, and logia, meaning study. So if you see here that eschatology is the two words there, eschata and logia. And eschata, study of the last things, and logia, study. And now here, study of the final reality, the complete meaning of this. But these two terms is divided there so that you can have a proper idea. And here we put last things. So the many things that are going to happen in your life, you have to face that all that we study there. So eschatology studies the last things. It is a doctrine about the final reality there. This style tended to see the last things as objects. Here, if I say, therefore, the final reality, the objects, predicatable events and place in the world beyond there. And prior to that, just have a little more of this, namely, what are these last things? It is a doctrine about the final reality. It is clear. This style tended to see the last things as objects, predicatable events and place in the world beyond. So it was described by Yves Congar 1904 and 1995, and a very ecclesiologist highly consulted in the Vatican II. Yves Congar says, eschatology, physical reality of eschatology, for such an understanding of eschatology regarded the last realities as things rather than as process affecting the person and society. Here he simplifies there. It is a doctrine. Even the first definition of doctrine, study of last things. And he goes a little more further. What he says? Doctrine regarded the last realities. Because if you say things, where are they? Can I see them? Can I possess them? Can I have them? Can I go with my things anywhere I want? You may have a lot of questions there. So that's what he says, is regarded as the last realities going to happen, that realities as things rather than the process affecting the person and the society. Because if it is affecting only the person and the society, then we limit here. But it goes beyond. That's what he says. And now that is a little definition. In other words, here physical style usually physicality and physical things are limited by geography. Where is Vijnanayam? Here in this first block. When I enter the main gate, left side, first block is the Vijnanayam. Then if I go beyond this, then goes to another house. What is another house? Vijnani College. I go the other way. That is the physical geography of this area. Then second one is boundaries and barriers. These are there in that when we use that word physical style. So eschatology, we have these boundaries, all this we study there. That's what I want to say. Now we go to the eschatology for the present. Somebody asked me already, is it only study of the last things are going to happen in the future, or what has happened there? So if you see, eschatology is not a piece of futurology. Because if I say if you are going to study about the future, then something different there. Somebody read that slides.
Eschatology. It is not piece of futurology, an idle attempt to pierce the impenetrable darkness of the future. The signs of the present illumined by the future, because it is the final realization of a promise that lies in the past.
Eschatology is not the piece of futurology, an ideal attempt to pierce the impenetrable darkness of human future, but rather the signs of the present illumined by future. because it is the final realization of the promise that lies in the past. In other words, we see here, eschatology is not the piece of future, because then simple thing is study about the future, don't worry about the past, don't think of the present at all. There, because it is something, it will come by itself. No, you don't need to work on that. No. Eschatology is the science of the present illumined by the future. So present, what are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you doing? Anyhow, you cannot sleep. Only you are putting your mask and only looking off. But you can, and you cannot sleep also, because you are not getting deep breath. If without mask you can sleep better. With mask you cannot sleep. Yes or no? Yes. Or already can trying both. Alphonse cannot sleep anyhow. He removed this one there. Because yesterday I went night, my blood, this one I had this, my oxygen rate is not good. One of my friend I called and he said, no, go immediately to hospital. I said, no man, I am okay man. No, I will come and take this. It is already 10 kilometers away, one principle. Either you are going or shall I come? Then I said, I went. I went to the hospital and I checked one thing, but it's okay, normal. But I have to listen to you because it is not showing correctly. And I feel this one there. In other words, is what I want to say is that the science of the present, that present situation is telling me, but illuminate the future, that tomorrow you will be okay if you go now. And another word he said is, if you go and check and you can sleep peacefully, I can sleep peacefully, he said. One of my priests, but this is correct. That word only made me to walk and drive the car at 10:30. So what I want to say is, we have to base on this present illumined by the future. And because it is a final realization of a promise that lies in the past. So, in other words, what we want to say is, it is related to the present, future and past. All this. And now we go to this, there are some definitions here, they explain in this. In this only I will explain now before we go to the next subject. Consequently, if the present, present, past and future, and what it will. Consequently, in the words of J. Metz, he gives a little clarification. Christian eschatology is not a mere passive waiting in which the world and its time span appear as a waiting room, where the Christian launches around the liturgical boardroom until God opens the door of his office and allows the Christian to enter. He explains this Metz, he says, Christianity eschatology is not passive waiting. It's not the passive waiting. I wait, you're all waiting there. I thought when I enter there, today also no class, maybe yesterday I said no class, and today I think they want to give the message no class, all are waiting there. But nobody is opening the gate. And I went there at other gate, that other gate also locked. Then Sampath ran and came and brought the key inside, opened that one there. Here is not a passive waiting, but it's passive waiting, and time span appears as a waiting room. In the waiting room you are waiting there, but you are not waiting in the waiting room, but you are waiting in the garden there. Nicely enjoying the atmosphere there. And it's not a lounging room, but God opens and you enter there. But you have to prepare for that. You have to part of that life now, that preparation now. That's what he says here. So we not only read and interpret the future, we build it. We not only read and interpret the future based on the present, and the past, but we build on it. This simple understanding of eschatology led to significant shifts from 20th century, where eschatology is seen as the doctrine about the last things there. So here, in other words, he says eschatology for the present. In that, he says there, so we are waiting for that, means okay, I enjoy today because brothers are not waiting for me, so I have free, they have free. That one, that yesterday gone. Today also some wants to have. But the plan of God is not that. You go, is pushing for me. And for us also, better go there and stand there than working there for 2 hours. and that is also better not to make dirty the hands and also work there all this, but want to work some other way, maybe the learning there. So educators let the shift in this 20th century from this study of last things. What are they? This one, the individual person in depth beyond depth. So these are the things that shift has taken place in understanding of eschatology. What are they? Namely, the doctrine of the things which awaited the individual person, which in depth beyond. In other words, I waited there for that. Not with the passive waiting of the waiting room there. Actively living my life here and planning what will be next. But now I live my life there. And there only becomes the death, we face judgment, purgatory, heaven and hell. And here return of Christ, that the general resurrection and the general judgment there, 1 point there. Now from here we go to the third one, that's 1.3, major shift in the understanding of the eschatology. First major shift in Roman Catholic Church, Roman Catholic eschatology, that is the Marian dogma of assumption, as we said. That is 1950 there. And now it is a shift of emphasis brought strongly anthropological tone there, here. A major shift, anthropological tone, namely a tone that from the earlier physical self. Before that, physical self, the boundary level, but now life is going beyond. Is taken there. You will be lifted there. In actual fact, however, eschatology means the doctrine of the Christian hope. That is important there. So, eschatology here means a Christian hope. A shift of emphasis brought strongly anthropological tone. Anthropologia. What is that again? Study of the man, his origin, human nature and so on. And now, doctrine of the Christian life, Christian hope there. Anthropological tone, Christian hope. Now, Christianity is eschatology, is hope, forward looking, forward moving. So, from this, we are posting there. I am looking at forward, I am moving forward. Okay, I look like this, but I can walk like this back also, no? I can look like this, but walk. Then where I will go? I go back only. But this point, fell down is something else there. I mean, yeah, really if you are walking, but if you are thinking, brothers are sitting here listening carefully, but if you think of yesterday, by this time, nicely enjoying the hot coffee with my junior brothers, and after I am having mini preponement of siesta. Mini preponement, because real siesta comes after lunch. There is a mini preponement of siesta. If you think of that's a backward, not only walking backward, going backward, but looking there only here, but doesn't help there. Okay, eschatology is not the element of Christianity. Eschatology is the medium of Christian faith there. So this is important there. Understand? Eschatology means the doctrine of Christian hope which embraces both. Yeah, before I go, what is this Christian hope? The Christian hope is the one which embraces the object hoped for and also the hope inspired by it. In other words, that object is inspiring to live that life, hope for that there. Understand? Then now, from first to the last, and not merely in the epilogue, Christianity is eschatology, is hope, forward looking, forward moving, and there is also revolutionizing and transforming the present. Now, with the hope of future, living the present, living the past, you have to transform with a revolutionary ideas, not revolting, but with a reason of living there. Now, here the eschatology is not only the element of Christianity, but it's a medium of Christian faith as such. The key in which everything in it is set, the gloom, the success, that suffices everything here in the dawn of the expected day. I know this is complicated, but we see this one simple here. So, eschatology is not one element of Christianity, but it is a medium of Christianity. Because if you say one element, then this is enough for me, this element, I got this, then you will stop moving that line. No, it's a medium to go beyond that. You understand? Even these elements, if you see in the physics, molecules, so many atoms, so many are there in that there. But it's not that. It's not one element. It goes beyond that. That's why here it's not the element of Christianity, but it is the medium of Christian faith understanding. The key in which everything is said, the glow, the surfaces, everything. Here and don't expect it the new day. The glow, the surfaces, the darkness slowly taken away. The faith is awakened and illumined, as I said before and there already. So, dear brothers, eschatology is a passionate suffering, passionate longing. Simple reason. A passionate suffering, eschatology. Why is a passionate suffering? A passionate suffering and a passionate longing killed by the kindled, not killed, kindled by the Messiah. Who had this passionate suffering? PDR. What is that Christ event? Passion, death. So passion, death. In other, before that we used to use life, passion, death and resurrection they used to use there. But they use this one passion, death. So the Messiah has a longing for the suffering and he has a passionate suffering, passionate longing. Hence eschatology is not really be a part of one Christian doctrine. Rather, eschatological outlook is characteristic of all Christian proclamations of every Christian existent and the whole church. This is simple, I tell you. So, eschatology is not not only a part of Christian doctrine. Don't misquote me. I said it's a doctrinal study of the last things, but not the doctrine. That's what here is not only the part of Christian doctrine, rather eschatological outlook. In other words, life after death you are looking for and a characteristic of proclamation. Hello, this is the mystery of faith. What are you doing? This is the mystery of faith. Thank you, Lord, for awakening the brothers. Otherwise, they are in the ecstasy now already. Eschatology, ecstasy, they are landing there. Not longing, landing. That's longing means slowly you will go. Landing means already no change, no use there. So, you are proclaiming that Christ is coming there. That's why eschatological output is a characteristic of all Christian proclamations. Of all Christian proclamation of every Christian existence and of the whole church. So as an individual you are proclaiming as part of the church, and church also waiting there to meet her bridegroom wherever he comes, but it has to prepare there. That's why so many examples are there. That is what called passionate suffering and passionate longing there. So have that and little more deeper these three headings: this major shift of eschatology and etymology of the eschatology, and the eschatology present, because this is very important for the basics for this, and you have a strong basis, then we can go